Hey, YouTube watchers. My name is Maggie. I am creating this video response to Alyssa's astrology tag, where you state in your combo of astrology science and then relate it to what it means to you. So that's what I shall be doing, and let's get started, shall we? My sun sign is in Leo. My Aquarius is both in moon and rising. And how I interpret that is as such. Um, so Leo is my sun sign, my life force, which I feel um which, inwardly and outwardly I have this deep rooted desire to change the world, to show affection for people, to be considered someone special, to be a leader of some kind, um, and to be just a bright little big old orb of light, spreading hope to the people, encouraging people to be their very best, and yeah, having an outlet for creative endeavors, being fun and spontaneous and wild and uh, all that shit. So that is at my center. That is what what I am at my best, I guess. And so how does that all correlate with my moon and rising both being in Aquarius? Well, it's very interesting. I'll tell you what. So, Aquarius is the opposite sign of Leo. So, having having an Aquarius moon tends to make me feel like a very alien-like creature. um, I have a lot of inner dialogue going up there. Um, but most of the time, I've I guess trained myself to let thoughts go as I consider them, as they start becoming ruthless or they start becoming just unneeded thoughts. I have to find myself refocusing my energies towards letting that all go in some regards. Um, so Aquarius moon, Leo sun. My inner world is very much. I'm very much inside myself most of the time. So, you know, though I am comfortable, in social settings, I find myself uh, more involved just with my own observational, subjective experience. If that makes sense. Um, I get told that I have a sort of detached, not really there sort of persona going on, which I understand. I can imagine having a lot of Aquarian influence. Um, so the way I instinctively respond or emotionally take things in is usually I don't like getting in the muck of them, in the muck of my emotions. I don't like being in this muddled feeling of of feeling. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't really to people that just, don't relate their emotions that way. It probably doesn't make much sense. But, I imagine myself kind of like floating down a river, and the river is my emotion. And I'm on a boat, kind of hovering above my emotion, observing it, and wading through it. And so that's my way of processing what I'm feeling, rather than being caught up in the muck of it. I like to have space to observe what's going on with me physically, um, mentally, because I think it's important to kind of find a balance between what's going on in the illusionary sense of, mental coloring, and then what is, how it's physically affecting me. I don't know, like, whatever. That's good enough. So Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon, Leo sun gives me this very contradictory kind of impression. Because on one hand, I want to be considered special. I want to be you know, fun and outgoing, but most of the time, I'm I'm friendly. I'm sociable. I can give you a good I can respond to you in a humorous or eloquent manner, but I'm not really. My attention isn't really there. I mean, I'm paying attention. I'm just not. It's just not that important for me to engage in things that aren't really. I don't know.